Here's what I've got so far. As you can see, I brought in this electric device that I modeled the other day, when I've made a few changes to this. It's basically what I showed you. And I've got this drill-like thing or needle-like thing on here, which I may or may not keep. I've removed one of these from the bottom, and I did this light here. Just zoom in on that to show you. It's nothing special, but I modeled that, and I think I'm not going to bother to do that on camera. The other thing, this is a block out phase right now, is I just really quickly modeled. So this med kit here, it just serves right now as a sort of a placeholder, but I might use that and make some adjustments to that, or put handles or whatever. I might just leave it like that. And a couple of gas cylinders here. Now, because I've got these in the same sort of folder here as the jail cell that I've instanced, I get this exact same orientation of those. And what I might do, if I decide I want to keep them, is break them out and just sort of place them individually, so I can rotate them differently, so that this one is not. See, for example, if I start rotating this one, they all move. All right, so if I don't want them like that. We'll see. So I may keep this, or I may continue to work on it. I just wanted to see what it would look like with that stuff there. And what I'd like to do now is to work on, oh yeah, and I've got something up here that would be like a camera here. Now you can see I've got this stretching here because I used a UV sphere, so I might adjust that and get rid of that and do something here, or I might bring in a different sphere object. What I'd like to do is some kind of a gun that would either go down the track, or maybe multiple guns, one in front of each prison cell. I haven't quite decided, so I'm going to block out a gun. And one other thing I did is I just angled this down so I could see what it would be like with a bit of a walkway here, and just to get some, I don't know, like dimensions and perspective or whatever. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to model that stuff. So I'm going to come in here, I think, and I'm going to start by maybe taking that edge and Shift-D, pull that down, P, and break that out. So I have that. And I may have more than 3 jail cells, and so this might have to get extended, so we'll see. I'm just going to swing that underneath. And look, from the front, I'm going to go to wireframe. And I'm just going to, I can't really see it or anything right now. So, all right, okay, so what I'm going to do, I think, is, let's see. What if I just come out a little bit? And, if I take these and extrude them down, let's just focus on that thing here. Take this, I've got the 2 edges there, E and SX, pull them under a bit. I'm going to scale this in the X like this. Okay, now I'm going to add solidify to that. Get like this. Let's go for even thickness. SX. Let's come in again. All right. start with that and apply and come in. It's going to be not going to be seen very well, but let's go ahead and bevel this a little bit like that. Just bring that back. Let's bring it up. And I think I need to do this. Okay, now let's just select part of that. All right, something like that. I just want to bring my 3D cursor there and slide this over and mirror this. That's what I want. Okay, so what is this looking here? I'm going to add bevel to this angle. Now, maybe I will actually array this and be a little bit easier to deal with. So let's do that. Let's look from here, and in wireframe, let's just take this and do something like that. So still have the two of them. Zoom in. It's a little bit easier to deal with. And maybe I'll actually get rid of the end faces. Now let's go with that. And then I can just array it. All right, we start with that. All right, and now we build the gun. And so I want this gun to be able to rotate around. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with a circle. Just make it 20 vertices. Okay, so the problem here I see now is this actually has to be rotated. Rotate Y 90 minus, like that. So that this circle would fit inside it. So I'm just going to start doing this and see how it goes. I'm going to bring that in and close it out like that. And same thing with this here, really. And close that. And then we'll just bevel this with one. Again, sort of block out phase. I'm not sure what I'm keeping. I'm actually going to build it right side up. Confusing otherwise. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then how about if we take this circle, or maybe use that, Shift D, bring it up, P, and break it out. And I'm going to rotate Y 90, just like that. My 3D cursor's there, so that's good. I'm going to want that. I'm going to look from here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete those and take these and extrude them down. I'll join them. Let's get rid of this for now. I have to make face and extrude it out a little bit. This whole thing would fit down in here and be mirrored. Like this. I'm going to bring in a cylinder. I'm just going to go for, I don't know, I'll do 20. And God's fine for now. Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make this a bit bigger, like that. And then maybe I want to get rid of those faces, do I? Maybe I will for now. And take these, bring them up. I'm going to switch to individual origins, just S, make them narrower like that, smaller, whatever. Right to median point, okay. And I want to look at these and join them up. So I want those two, and those two, and those two, those two, those two, F, that kind of thing there. I think I'll actually go J to join, like that. I can just repeat that on the other side. Maybe F here. What did I miss? And then F, F. Okay, like that. Yeah. I could have just mirrored this across, and it's probably easier, so I wanted to do that. So Control L, X, vertices. I'll take this and give it some thickness. I think I really did want that. All right, I'm going to mirror that across. And let's hide this. It's a funny way of doing things, but yeah, okay. Let's take this and let's extrude it out like that, and I'll turn on clipping. I'll bring it in at X faces, so get rid of that face. Okay, let's start doing something here. Let's go ahead and, well, let's not apply that yet. Let's Control 1, and we'll focus on this. I'll delete this bottom face, and I will bevel with just one. So we're gonna have that, and then these things. Let's try just Control 1 there, and we're obviously gonna do something with this first of all. So I'm gonna actually, no, let's do them together. I'm going to hide inset, pull it in, and let's extrude these back a little bit. Hide inset again, E, and bring it out. And we'll do our edge loops. let's see. Not there. Maybe I'll just inset that. See how it's starting to look. Take this in the middle here. I'd inset. I can put more in. Shift H will focus on that. Bring in an edge loop here. And I'm going to bring an edge loop down and up. And actually we'll bring an edge loop here. That part's going to be attaching to the gun itself. I'll go ahead and I'll inset here just to make it a little bit nicer. Okay, so let's see what I want to do here. I'll do another loop here, tighten that up. And right now I have one subdivision. I probably would go to two. Now I'm going to look into here and see if I could or would take those and bridge edge loops. And I'll put an edge loop there and there. And we'll try just Control B with 1 or actually 0 segments. Hold down Shift so I don't do that. Let's do that again. And I'll put one in here, and I'll do the same thing. Split it like that. Sometimes what I would do is I would take all of these let's do that again. And I would extrude them out. And that might look a little bit better. Do that on here as well. So I'm going to take in face selection, Shift Alt and click all of these faces and just extrude them out a little bit. So they're a little bit away from that piece. I think it looks a little bit nicer. So you do whatever design there that you would want. And at this point, we would be ready to start the gun itself if it's wide enough. And it might not be. So what I might do is just pull that out a bit. And I might scale these in the X and pull it out just a little bit. Okay. All right, anyways, 3D cursor is right there. Let's start bringing in a cube. Just playing around. It's inset. Just bring it down. Maybe bevel it as well. Let's start putting in. Let's select that. Let's start putting in a barrel of some sort. Let's see here. Let's inset that. Make this separate, so I'm not sure yet. So we'll just do this. And then I'll so I'll come out a bit. I'll do that. I'm going to delete. Yeah, I'll go ahead and delete that. And then we'll just go ahead and bevel these things and see how it goes. I'll put 1 because I'm going to do a subdivision surface on this. Probably 2, but I'll start with 1. Bring that down here. I might want holes in this. I'm going to do something here. Like that. Select these guys and Control B. One edge loop in there. How's it? Okay, and then I'll just throw in some more edge loops. So like I said, I might use collection instances on this. Or, I don't know. Do other things here and there. Something like that so far. And let's see what we can do on this thing here. Let's give myself more room and I'll slide it up. It's actually not quite what I want. On my mouse, I just want to do something in here. Like, I don't know. Guess I want it on both sides, don't I? Yeah, I'll split that like this. I was thinking we'll just, like inset these. Okay, 3's okay. I can get rid of some edge loops too. Oh, I don't have that on the other side. Okay. Let's dissolve that edge. Put one. And then together, just bring them up. Okay. I mean, I can split the gun in half, but I don't feel like doing that. So we'll take those 3 there. It might be a little bit small. Oh well. Stick it out. E and Alt-S and push, I guess. Just do something like that. Let's try saving first. Let's try throwing a bevel on here. Let's see if I bring it up. Let's see if I can put it on angle. And look at this. Let's see. Let's try switching to arc. Rouse them a little bit more. I can shade smooth. And then do weighted normal and auto smooth. Should be okay. And that is. It's not the greatest gun, that's for sure so far, but small detail. Something on there. And let's see. I can get rid of those. Probably get rid of that. Let's take this piece here. Shift D. P. I'll break it out. Let's see. I was thinking I would bevel this. Bevel this. Let's Shift H and focus on that. Let's get rid of the bottom stuff on this. Oops. And then I was thinking, well, because I got rid of that, let's see, can I still bridge edge loops on that? That gives me that bottom piece. If we just use that, touch it. Now I got another edge loop in the middle, don't I? Oops. Let's dissolve those. So we grab these two and bevel it like this. Let me put that back on. And the bottom. I just wanted something like that. Pretty wimpy, actually. And because of that, you know, I'm just trying to work quickly, kind of. I'm just gonna scale this in, not like that. Scale Shift Y. And then I'm going to pull it down a bit. Just do that. It's too small. It's not going to be seen, so I'm going to scale it. Yeah, I could do something like that. Don't ask. do something in there. What do I do here? I mean, I want to just do the usual, like, you know, that kind of thing. That's what I want to do, but I'm just thinking about it and wondering if I was to do II twice. Maybe I will. You know, you just add all kinds of, you know, whatever details you would want in here. And maybe I would just come in here, and you're barely going to see this. Oh, what happened there? Okay. Let's go back here. E and S. V. I may just do that. And just before I do anything, let's merge my distance. Yeah, I got rid of some stuff. Okay, so I had a bit of a problem there. Yeah, okay, look, it's just a block out for now, so let's take, let's see, too small. Let's take all of these pieces here. And let's probably have to go back to here. New collection, I'll just call it gun. And then I can work on it upside down. Okay. Let's rotate Y 180. Might get rid of this lip here. We'll see. Again, not going to see that too well. It might just look like it's sliding along there. That's the general idea of how that would be. Maybe I would make all this stuff bigger. So I take this and this and this, and we rotate in the X. I can do that, and then I should be able to rotate in the Z still for that, and the whole thing will spin around, just to get on a slightly different angle. And let's make sure everybody is okay, except for that. Okay. All right, let's look without that. Okay, so, you know, barring doing a little bit more work on this, and right now I've got two guns. I either have just one gun that could slide along here, and adjust its angle and shoot, or I have one position on the ceiling in front of each cell. So we'll see with that. But what I also want to show you real quick is I've got a basic material on everything, and I've called it AO material, and I just want to make sure that it's on this gun as well and on all the pieces. I'll be doing individual materials later, of course, texturing. But for now, we're just going to do AO material on these. And I've got a few lights set up, so let's just grab all of this and this and choose something else and Control L materials. So that should give AO material and everything. Let's not forget the, I guess those have it already. Okay, so we'll bring back a little bit of lights. And what I've done, if you just look at the material here, is I've just come in and put down Ambient Occlusion node, which is Shift A, input, Ambient Occlusion. And I've connected that to a color ramp, and I've just adjusted my handles here or whatever. And we'll do the first AO render of this thing. Let's look through a camera here. I've got a camera set up. All right, and I am in Cycles, GPU Compute. I haven't done anything special here. I've just got denoising on here. I've got a few point lights, and of course I've got an emission material on here. And so I'm going to switch over to Look Dev, and you start to see what's going on. And that's looking pretty dark right there right now. So we're going to make sure that my lights are being propagated down, because I took that. I'm going to put that into jail cell, am I? Yeah, I'm going to try that. Let's have a little look at Look Dev. This is not the final lighting by any means, but we're just getting started with it. So let's try a quick render. All right, so this is how it looks so far. And some thoughts are, once again, this is sort of a block out of the gun. I will come in and put some more detail. I'll probably put panels and extra little pieces on it and some wires. Maybe I'll shorten the barrel. And this is probably overkill right here. You know, you could certainly do that with texturing, but I like to show a lot of stuff in modeling. But we'll think about this. It's looking a little blocky, but that's probably how it's going to be. Like I say, with a few other parts and some lights, and I'll work on this section and just try to make it look a little cooler. That's what it is just for the moment. Again, whether or not I do separate guns along here, you know, if I intend to do another side of this, that could be a lot of polys. I'm going to work a little bit on the scale of the bed and reduce it a little bit, and the stool, and just, you know, fine tune things. But for now, that's the concept that I'm going for. Eventually, I'm thinking about having some lights, sort of recessed circular lights in the ceiling, and obviously texture and details. I might do some interesting stuff on the track of a pipe and some cables, or cut some holes in it or something. And then we'll see what's going on with the floor. Maybe a couple more things in here, like a little shelf somewhere, maybe that fan at the back, a couple of pipes here and there, a couple of wires, and that's going to be pretty much it for the modeling. So I do like how it's coming out so far. Again, a lot of repetition, so we'll work on that. But we're you know, it's starting to come to the scene that I sort of envisioned in my head. You know, I don't know that this makes sense to have multiple guns on this track. I wouldn't have them bumping into each other, but obviously they're, you know, computer controlled in this sci-fi world or whatever, or AI controlled, and so they never collide with each other. All right, so that's where we're at so far. Tune in next time for more updates.